For those of you that don't know what's going on, go to the first episode, because, yeah, Spoopy came into this episode very, very late. So, what happened in the last episode again? Can someone help me out? I just forgot. What was the last episode about?
I have no idea.
Spoopy.
Says it like the most happiest voice. I have no idea.
Oh, now I remember. It was how I first met Nick. It was first how I first met Nick. Anyway, I figure we're gonna switch things up and talk to you guys about the one person I never really talk about on the channel, who is actually the oldest friend I've had beyond Levi, Julian, Sophie, and even Edward and Magnus. And that is my old buddy of Cassidy. Now, for many reasons, I can't talk about Cassidy on the channel because she works for a lot of different covert government jobs that if I were to say too much, I'm pretty sure I would die.
Oh.
You just went all silent when you said that.
Yeah, because I fear very few people, and Cassidy is one of those people I fear.
But you know what? Besties!
Oh yeah, because we actually met back in good old Russia when I was merely 5 years old.
Russia.
Now, I never talk about Russia for many reasons.
But see, that's not boring. It's been to Russia.
No, I was set to be born there. But the thing is, my actual birth parents I don't talk about because they're very abusive.
Oh, that's awful.
Like, if you were to take an abuse story from, say, like you were beaten as a child, magnify that by about 4,863.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that sucks.
This is why I don't talk about having birth parents. I just talk about my mom and my sister here, because those are my family. But that's beside the point. So, I'm 5 years old. I'm running away from the house again. And I meet Cassidy in the woods. You'll never guess what Cassidy's doing at 5 years old.
Smoking weed?
No, she's choking out a little bear.
Oh.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah.
That's even worse than weed.
Yeah, she's choking out a little bear that's in its teenage years. Where it's like, you know how teenage bears are like the size of full-grown men? She's choking out a full-grown bear.
Oh, no.
Apparently Uni has popped out of the call, so we gotta continue on without her. So, back to Cassidy choking out a bear. It is the most horrifying thing I've seen at the time at 5 years old. And yet when she's looking at me as if I'm another bear.
Oh no!
Run!
Run, Vince, run!
So I'm basically trying to run through the forest, just like, I'm not getting through this today. I almost went through the fireplace for the 3rd time this week. No, I'm not doing
Not today.
Not today.
Not again.
No. But eventually she finds me, cause how can you not find someone after choking out a bear?
Like you have like the primal anger that's just like, Ugh!
And basically we are doing, I guess, quote-unquote guerrilla warfare in the forest. Because when you have to fight to live, you have to learn how to fight fast. So, after, I would say, fighting for about an hour and a half, as it gets colder and colder, Cassidy finally is just like, oh, you're not an animal, you're a human.
It's a human!
You're not animal, you're human. I'm not joking. She actually says human at 5 years old.
It's like, I'm sorry, what?
I'm just like, well, I guess you're not a feral creature either. You're human too.
And thus an epic friendship was born.
Oh no, not yet. We have to first talk. We have to first talk for the first time. Where she's just giving me her backstory of her parents are hunters, where they literally live in the middle of the woods hunting animals for sport, and when they're not using weapons, they try to actually hunt with their hands.
Oh no.
So she was just trying to do what her parents did with a full-grown bear about a few weeks ago, just trying to practice on a teenage bear.
Oh no.
And then she's asking me why I'm in the woods, and I lie. I'm saying, oh, I'm just here walking, looking for for berries. Yeah, I'm looking for berries. Because no one wants to admit that they're there to run away from home. No one ever wants to admit that they're doing that to run away from home.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's then just trying to talk to me just like, so what's it like in the city? What do you do? Da 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 da. All these questions. I'm just trying to answer all these different lies. To the point where afterwards is beginning to become nightfall, so she leads me back to where my home is. And then she just ends up stopping in my tracks, just like, I know you lied. Me and my family sometimes see you and your siblings getting tortured and beaten.
Oh.
And I'm like, so you stalked me? Like, no.
That's basically stalking.
I'm like, no, you're stalking. No, maybe a little bit. But if you ever need to escape from home, just follow the tracks. And I didn't see Cassidy again until I went to America a few years later. I'm not saying I was adopted. I'm not saying anything except I came here. That is as far as I'm going with the illegal shit with you all.
Okay. Not gonna ask any more questions.
No.
No time for questions.
No time for questions. Just I came here. And eventually I see Cassidy and her family, and they end up just trying to talk to me about all the amazing things I can do in America while seeing all the fresh new scars and open wounds I have, which leads to some stuff I have no clearance to say happened. Like when I say covert, I mean like stuff that like Area 51 wishes they knew. Like that kind of shit that you don't want to know. How they got clearance for this, why they did this, why do they work for many forms of government, I don't know, and frankly I don't care. The less I know, the better.
The more you see, the less you know, Mr. Krabs, the better.
And eventually that kind of blossomed into our actual friendship that has gone on up to this point in time. Last time I saw Cassidy was, I think, when I needed help writing some script stuff for one of my old YouTube series. And that was the last time I saw her before she said that she's thinking about getting back into a relationship after leaving her last boyfriend. So, yeah, my story with Cassidy was more of fear and secrets than any other story ever. And that terrifies me. Cassidy scares me.
Cassidy scares me. The end.
But anyway, guys, what I'm gonna go to first the regular of Riku. What are your thoughts on this life story of mine?
That one was a bit crazy.
Yeah.
I think I would be scared as well.
Yeah. Spoopy, this is your first episode of A Day in V's life. What are your thoughts on this horrifying tale?
No, good for you. You know what? Just good job.
Yeah.
And I just so altered it.
Well, I guess that's all for now, guys. The next time I'm gonna be doing this, I go over how I met Julian and Sophie. And boy, are those more pleasant stories to talk about.
Just shivers in fear.
Just so much more pleasant. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed all these stories. So first I'm going to let my guests say their goodbyes.
Goodbye.
Adios, bitches.
And to all of you watching this, pray for me, because I'm honestly scared Cassidy might be watching this in secret. Pray for me, please.
Does she know that you have a YouTube channel?
Oh, she helped me make mine.
Oh, then she gonna know.
Oh.
Then she gonna know. Hi, Cassidy. I'm Spoopy. I'm a good person.
I'll see you guys in the next one.
And go.
And now, why don't we calm down?